Hello, welcome back to the channel. Right, sorry I haven't posted much this week, guys, but last week I spent 3 solid days removing my old intro. I have a new intro that I introduced about 6 to 8 months ago. I used to have an old one with Stripey Rambles. Well, I think that intro may be the cause to some of my YouTube troubles. I'm waiting for YouTube to respond now. I'm not 100% on this, and I've had to use the YouTube crop tool, which is a little bit of a crude tool really, so it's some of my old videos now, it sort of like comes in a little bit abruptly, so sorry about that, guys, but I'm still battling this thing out with YouTube to try and get my videos monetized again. While we're on the subject of all this, I've now set up a Patreon page and I'll be uploading a video regarding that shortly. But on my main page in the top address bar, you will see a link to my Patreon for people that want to support the channel. Also, there is a Facebook page I've set up for Stripey Rambles, as well as a Twitter page. I'm going to start tweeting. Should be fun. I've never really used Twitter. I don't really understand it, but I thought, you know, while I'm trying to sort out my channel, I thought I'd get these things set up and in place. So, yeah. Right. So, today. Last week, I think it was about a week ago, John Murray asked me, "Wait, Stripey, what is your favourite Tom Waits song?" Really, John? Wow. That I have been listening to Tom Waits on and off all week long. I've been playing his old stuff, his new stuff, the stuff that a lot of people know, some of the more obscure stuff that maybe they wouldn't know. And I was trying, I mean, he's got such an immense back catalogue. So I've been doing that quite a lot this week. I mean, Tom's been going since 73. You know, I know he hasn't released an album since 2011. Bad as me. Come on, Tom, please. Would be nice. So he asked me what's my favourite Tom Waits song. Well, I can't do it. Sorry, John, I just cannot do it. So then I thought to myself, well, how about doing top 10? Well, I couldn't. I couldn't do a top 10 because it changes so rapidly and quickly. So I thought, how am I going to answer his question? And then I thought to myself, oh no, I will do 10 Tom Waits songs I think you should listen to. And what I will do in the description down below is I will put a YouTube link to each one of the songs, because I wouldn't be allowed to play it on my channel. There's a certain kind of weird irony there, isn't there? I'm going to put YouTube links to songs I'm not allowed to play on my YouTube channel. Sort it out, YouTube. Come on. 10 songs I think you should listen to. Sorry, John. That's as good as I can do, my friend. Right, so, without any further ado, Tom Waits has been going since 1973. And he's got so many different genres. He's got his dirty blues, beat poetry, West Coast jazz, Tin Pan Alley, Delta blues, country music, 1940s cabaret, and post-war German parlour songs, as well as his neon-lit carnival sideshow music. And that's not to mention his growly, wheezy swamp tunes, with clattering experimental rhythms made up from instruments like tin cans, metal pipes, and so on. So, here we go. The first one, number 1, is from Tom's debut album, Closing Time, and the song is called Martha. Now, Martha's a lovely sort of melancholy, slightly haunting music, really, of a much older guy ringing an ex-girlfriend long distance, and he opens up his heart about their past together, reminiscing and all of that lot, telling her about his current relationship status, kind of asking about hers, and then obviously confessing his undying love for her. Oh, it's absolutely sublime. It's absolutely sublime. And it's been covered by Bette Midler and a lot of other people. For a debut, that song. Well, there's so many on Closing Time. So, and that's 1973, Martha's Closing Time. The next one is from the 2006 Brawlers, from Orphans, Ballers, Brawlers and Bastards box set, and the song is called Walk Away. I just love this. It's another one about a failed relationship, really, and it was originally on the soundtrack to the 96 film with Sean Penn and Susan Sarandon, Dead Man Walking. Great rhythm arrangement on this one, and Tom's voice. And it's kind of like, it's that feeling you get when you've screwed up. You want to walk away and start all over again. If only it was always that easy. But fantastic song. So Walk Away from Brawlers. That's followed by a song from Blue Valentine. And it's called Romeo Is Bleeding. And apparently this comes from an encounter. Tom was dating a lady called Ricky Lee Jones at the time. And I do believe that could be Ricky Lee Jones on the cover there. And apparently they was walking down someplace and they was flagged down by a Mexican gang. And they wanted directions to the hospital. And, you know, they was all cool and they liked the way Tom was wearing his hat and his tattoos and all of that lot. And Tom glanced in the back and there was a guy in the back seat bleeding a lot. And according to Ricky Lee Jones, shortly after that experience, Tom wrote Romeo Is Bleeding. It's a great, great song and it tells such a brilliant story. It is kind of like a James Cagney film, you know, that. It's a fantastic album, Blue Valentine. Yet to do a vinyl first play. Okay, and that is now followed by, I love this album. This is where it starts getting strange. Swordfishtrombone. And the song is called Swordfishtrombone. The album's called Swordfishtrombones. The song is called Swordfishtrombone. And I think it's about a Vietnam War vet coming back home, really. Such a great story done in Tom gritty Waits style. It's got some I think it's like glockenspiels going on. Very European and strange instruments. And like I said, he came home from a war with a party in his head. Brilliant. And it gives you a nice little taster of what this is all about. And that's followed by the follow-up album, which you know I love, Rain Dogs, and the song is the second track on here after Singapore. It's called Clap Hands. I love this. It's kind of got a flavour of kid nursery rhymes, really, you know, 369, The Goose Drank Wine, that sort of thing. Liar, liar, with your pants on fire. I know that's from Heart Attack and Vine. Vivid imagery on this one. You can see the grungy side of the gutter seen through the eyes of a bottle. Bloody marvellous. Highly recommend Rain Dogs as an album. And that is followed by my favourite Tom Waits album, as you know, Frank's Wild Years. And the song is Way Down in the Hole. And this is like a brimstone and treacle type evangelist. You know that nutty preacher in that film with China Blue, what was it called? Oh, I can't remember now. Crimes of Passion, with Anthony Perkins in it, and I can't think of the girl's name in it. She was in Romancing the Stone. Kathleen Turner. Yes, got it. The Anthony Perkins character in that movie, that's who he is, and like a crazy priest. And most of the songs on Frank's Wild Years are sung from the perspective of Frank. So there's this like berserk, crazy evangelist trying to convert Frank to, not Sink. But unfortunately, Frank has sort of like gone to Hollywood seeking fame, and he likes women, booze, and gambling. So, great song. You got to keep the devil way down in the hole. So that's from Frank's Wild Years. Right, that's followed by a song from the awesome album from 2002, Alice. And the song is called Reeperbahn. Down there by the Reeperbahn. We always think of the Beatles, don't we? We think of the Reeperbahn. But when you hear this goes back. I see visions of like Moulin Rouge type characters, Children of the Night, and from the underworld. I think the song is largely to do with irony and how success is governed by luck, really. But it's a great, great song. Well worth listening to. And it's kind of haunting. And like the dark twist on some of the songs. Tip top. Like I said, I'll put a link down below because I can't play it on here because of... And this is from the album Mule Variations. And the song is called Chocolate Jesus. And this song is brilliant. It's brilliant. Sarcastically brilliant. And it's obviously a little bit of a dig at religious nut who can contradict themselves constantly and have humongous egos. Tom does a sublime version of this on David Letterman. I will also link that down below, as well as the version that's on the album. Love it. Very much. It sounds like it could have been recorded, like I said, down the bayou. Even there's an old cockerel in the background that just comes in. It is sublime. Sublime. Don't know what else I'd say. Next one, or the second from last, is from the album, also released the same day as Alice, Blood Money. And the song is called All the World is Green. All the World is Green. Obviously, all the album songs from Blood Money are taken from the play Wojciech. These songs were written for that. And Frank Wojciech, who's the main character, is a German soldier who lives with his love Marie. And she leaves him for another man. And jealousy just overtakes him and he ends up killing her, and then he kills himself. And I think this is his song expressing his regret or the remorse of his loved one just after killing her and just before he kills himself. But the song, the clarinet, it's like that warm coat that you just absolutely love. You listen to All the World is Green and just sit back, maybe a little glass of scotch. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So, finally, the last song I recommend you listen to is from the 2004 album Real Gone, and the track is called Make It Rain, which is kind of the last track on here. I know there's a hidden track, but she took all my money and my best friend. You know the story, here it comes again. Bloody brilliant. What a way to open up a song. And I got to see Tom do this live twice. Unbelievable. Another breakup song. This is Tom. Bellows this one out and all. Really does. It's got a big sound, and you've got Mark Ribot's guitar twanging off in the background. Bloody marvellous. So, Make It Rain from the album Real Gone. So there you go. 10 songs by a superb artist who's still current, still relevant. People would love Tom to bring out a new album. Whether he will, whether he won't, I like to think so. But he's managed to remain underground. and very, very cool. There ain't many artists like it. Maybe Nick Cave, maybe Leonard Cohen, but you know, for me, Tom Waits is in a little league of his own. He's unbelievable, and here's hoping he does release some new stuff, but who knows. But there you go. For me, they're a nice little place to start. Nothing too wacky, nothing too crazy. So really, it's just like a stone skimming across the top of the water. But it does give you a little bit of a flavour of a little bit of each Tom. More the latter, but you know, yeah. So I hope that helps you, John. I know I've been waffling on a little bit. It's a very difficult thing to do, even to do a top 10. I couldn't do that because every time I listen to a new song, I thought, oh, that's got to be in there. And then before you know it, you like got 30 songs, 40 songs in your top 10. Exactly. It's kind of difficult to do. So yeah, that's it for today then, guys, really. Thanks for that, John. I did enjoy it, though. I do love a listen to a bit of Tommy, I've got to admit. I've got to get some more vinyls. Obviously, I've still got a few of the middle ones to get. Black Rider's pretty difficult, and Bone Machine on vinyl. I bought Bone Machine, but it ended up being a bootleg. I was really disappointed with it. Yeah, I'm rambling on. So, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit me up on Facebook. The link's on the front there, and on Twitter. And maybe consider becoming a Patreon. I'll be working at some little treats that I'll be doing extra, for, not for my normal YouTube channel, but for Patreons. Yeah. So have yourselves a fantastic week, guys. I'll be back with another ramble real soon. Take care.